Okay, good afternoon, fans. This is the man in the black mask, and this was 2 weeks ago, but I'm sure some of you are still talking about it, because this is by far the worst forms of sex abuse that any of you, including myself, has ever heard of. Just like this incident 2 years ago when this chick masturbated in front of a bunch of students. I'm sure some of you are still reading and talking about that, and I truly understand, okay, because I know by the algorithm. So let's begin. A former Louisiana deputy gets a 100-year prison sentence for child sex crimes. Now, this stemmed from an incident about 3 years ago when he ejaculated into a bunch of cupcakes and gave it to his now ex wife, Cynthia, to feed to her junior high school student. I know some of you are reading my earlier video about that. I talked about that last year, but now I'm talking about this, okay? Although this was 2 years ago, but guess what? It's still here. It's still recent. A former Louisiana deputy accepted a 100-year prison sentence and a plea deal for a slew of horrific sex crimes, including ejaculating on cupcakes that his wife fed to her junior high school students. I told you about that. Dennis Perkins formerly lived with the Livingston Parish Sheriff's Office, pleaded guilty on Tuesday to rape, 2 counts of sexual battery of a child under the age of 13, video voyeurism, and 2 counts of child pornography. He was also charged with 1 count of mingling harmful substances after his now former wife, Cynthia Perkins, a teacher, put semen into cupcakes that she gave to students at Livingston's West Side Junior High School. By pleading guilty, Perkins avoided a lengthy trial that would have forced young victims to testify and relive the traumatizing crimes. Local newspaper The Advocate reported. He and his now ex-wife, Cynthia Perkins, were indicted on 150 sex crime-related charges following their arrest in 2019. She pleaded guilty to second-degree rape, production of child pornography, and conspiracy of mingling harmful substances in February 2022. As part of her plea deal, 68 of the 72 charges against her were dropped, and she agreed to testify against Dennis and had his trial moved forward. She was sentenced to 41 years in prison. Okay? So this is 2023, right? During which point it'll be 2064 when she gets out of prison. Yes, 2064. Good luck, Cynthia Perkins. Hope you live long enough to complete your sentence, but if you don't, oh well, goddammit. She filed for divorce from her husband following their arrest and alleged that he had manipulated her into committing the crimes. She resigned from Westside Junior High School the day after her arrest. According to The Advocate, Dennis Perkins' trial was scheduled to start Monday, where he would have faced 78 charges. God knows what the hell would have happened then had he moved forward with the trial and not accepted responsibility and pussied out and forced all those kids to relive the trauma. Man, you know the shit would have hit the fan then. His trial was delayed last year after the state dumped as many as 800,000 digital files it obtained, and his lawyer requested additional time to review them, the paper reported. Perkins, 47, will spend the rest of his life in prison as part of his plea deal. Yes, the 47-year-old Perkins will spend the rest of his natural life in prison. You heard first. He not only waived any right to appeal, probation, or parole, and any attempt to avoid conviction, but Mr. Perkins also spared the victims from reliving his horrific crimes during the trial, said Attorney General Jeff Landry, whose office prosecuted the case, told The Advocate. Perkins apologized to his victims and to the community he used to serve in court. I would like to say I'm sorry. I spent more than 3 years living in a box. It's not about me. I just want to make that the statement. Jesus Christ has forgiven me. I'm grateful for that. I hope and pray that anybody that this has affected would also find forgiveness and healing through Jesus Christ, he said. Well, I doubt it because these kids' lives are inadvertently ruined. So forgiveness will come very hard. Some of them will forgive, others won't. Those that won't, I completely understand because I have a history with some of the people that I grew up with and went to school with that endured sexual trauma. So I'm sure they too would understand. Prior to Perkins speaking, one woman provided a victim statement to the court, condemning Perkins' sick, deplorable actions. You will no longer have control over your victims anymore, she said, according to the advocate. I'm so thankful I don't have to sit in this courtroom with you or your attorney again. Have a nice life in prison. Well spoken, lady. You win. Hope you sue that son of a bitch. Perkins, who had been with the sheriff's office since 2002, had been the commander of the agency's SWAT unit, the newspaper reported. SWAT means Special Weapons and Tactics, those of you that don't understand. Perkins and his wife were busted in 2019 after authorities received a tip at the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Investigators later uncovered a photo of them nude with a minor, police said. A lawsuit filed against Dennis Perkins and the Livingston Parish school system claims that Cynthia Perkins filmed her husband supplying semen for the cupcakes that were later fed to children at Westside Junior High School. Count 15 in the original indictment against the couple alleges the semen was mixed into both the desserts and energy drinks before it was served to victims. Now, the former Perkins couple, I'm sure a lot of you wish that those two miserable sons of bitches will get killed in prison. And trust me, as long as Dennis Perkins is in prison, his ass will always be on the line 24/7. Because let me tell you something. These inmates don't take too kindly to child molesters. You know that, and I know that. Okay? Nobody likes a chomo. Hell, I don't like chomos. And I wouldn't even tell you what the hell might have happened if I was in the same cell as this fucking idiot Dennis Perkins. I don't gotta tell you what I probably would have did. But it would not have ended well because I have kids in my family. Okay? I was a kid once, but I was never molested. But at the same time, I don't want no child to ever have to suffer like that. Yes, you heard it first from the man in the black mask. Okay? Chomos don't last very long in prison, whether they're men or women or even children themselves. In my book, you commit any crime against a child, you deserve to die. You understand that? You deserve everything you get coming to you. Each moment you wake up inside that cell. Because if I was your cellmate, you wouldn't be safe around me. You understand what the fuck I'm saying? So Dennis Perkins and Cynthia, I hope you two rot in hell. And that's all the man in the black mask has to say. You fucked up those kids' lives. And you deserve everything coming your way. Shame on you. You perverted ass sons of bitches. Now, thank you for watching The Man in the Black Mask. Some of you may watch the video later, if not now, but it's okay. I'm trying to rebuild my audience now because I went away for a while, and it's not going to be easy. But I know in order for that to happen, I have to be consistent, which I have not done in recent memory. But don't worry, one of these days, I'm going to get it together because I got plenty of stuff that I need to talk about. Some of that stuff is still being talked about to this day, which is even more interesting. Some of you are still watching my old videos, and that's even better. So anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment underneath the screen if you like what you just heard. If there are some of you that might have experienced what the Perkins couple did and you want to voice your points of view, you can do that under my screen and tell me what you think. Because I have people close to me that endured sexual trauma, okay? So yeah, if I ever endured sexual trauma, even as an adult, I could relate more. But thankfully that hasn't happened. I am very grateful to Jesus Christ himself that has never happened, in spite of all the things that I went through, both good and bad. So thank you for watching The Man in the Black Mask. If I have more stories, I'll bring it out later. Okay? Hopefully not too late. But I will bring it out and talk to you about it and voice my feelings. Because I know some of you want to hear from me too. And trust me, I will try to be present more times than I can. Okay? I will never let y'all down. I might have let y'all down then, but I guarantee you, I'm going to try not to let you down this time. I'm very sorry I went away from you. If some of you were worried about me, I truly understand. But I'm okay. Okay? Yes, the man in the black mask is okay. So good luck and be well and have a nice day. Okay? Like, subscribe, and comment. Continue watching and loving the Man in the Black Mask Network. Okay? And one of these days, I'm going to set up a Patreon page so that you could support it and keep my channel going in case they don't monetize me on YouTube. That won't happen. Okay, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah, for your service. Thank each and every one of you in the year 2023.